I think a single Unitary would be more distant because of the nature it's looking after a bigger patch with different priorities. And I think the bringing together of Chiltern, South Bucks and High Wycombe makes sense. If Aylesbury comes into the mix, because Aylesbury's a big authority and it's very dynamic, and it's the sort of new kid on the block and would get most of the attention from the county council. It'll be distracted. It happened in the northern towns. We've seen it where Unitaries are city-based and then they have peripheral towns, and the peripheral towns just basically finance the grand plan in the centre.
Sometimes we can go down the path of cost cutting and cost saving that in the short term may look good when you come to the end of your budget year, but actually in terms of delivering what needs to be delivered to a community, in the long term it's not sustainable. So I think it's about actually being creative and innovative to new ideas and working across councils and having shared services. That's the way forward.
Aylesbury is in the east-west corridor. New railway is due to open in the next few years' time. A lot of growth. Managing that growth requires an entrepreneurial approach, very much managing change, and quite, I would say, quite exciting times for Aylesbury and the surrounding economy. If I look at the south of the county, I see quite a different situation. You've not got the one dominant town, you have a number of different towns suffering different problems, some of them very rich, some of them with certain economic problems. There is a lot of overcrowding, there is a lot of infrastructure issues. Primarily they're, let's say, mature, they're not in the change scenario. And also the basis of their economy is quite different. They're predominantly commuter-orientated towns to London, whereas I think in Aylesbury, the opportunities for Aylesbury is to develop very much along lines of Milton Keynes just to the north of Aylesbury in this very exciting economic growth area.
On one hand, I can see why we should join councils together to save costs. It makes tremendous sense to take duplication out. But I think in this stage it's a step too far, and I think two councils would provide the focus of what the region needs.
Going with the council's initiative of 2 unitary councils, I believe is the way forward, and I don't think we'll be lost. As a small parish council, I don't think we'll be lost in the mix, which is something we're really concerned about.
Just thinking about organisations like Queen's Park Arts Centre and any other voluntary groups that we have in Buckinghamshire, when it comes to dealing with local government, they, I'm quite sure, will find it easier to deal with the slightly smaller organisations. And that will apply both north and south. So, you know, if we have 2 unitaries, each of those will be able to look after its cultural sector.
Chiltern Rangers enjoys working with a whole host of community organisations, district councils, parish councils, through to schools, community groups, faith groups. It really doesn't matter who these people are, where they're from. It's about bringing them together to make their lives better, their community better, and their place better. We also think that this 2 unitary authority solution offers a similar kind of approach whereby local people and local communities are best served by a new local unitary authority for the south or for the north that delivers for them in their place.
The 2 unitary model works well, and I think, you know, for the future it will work well. You'll see in, you know, if that decision is ultimately made, there'll be a significant improvement in both the areas.